Well, hey guys, welcome back to UFOs Above Us. All right, today we're going to look at a couple of video clips of rod or cigar-shaped UFOs. Now that footage is really fast, so I'm going to slow it down. Watch right to left, lower screen. You'll see a black rod-shaped UFO coming right in here. There it goes. Passed right across in front of the airplane there. And I know it's still difficult to see, so I'm going to show you the individual images. You can see it in the right screen there, making its way across right to left. Now notice the airplane's blurry here, so the UFO image is also blurry. But this one, it's nice and clear, so that should be an accurate look at that UFO. Clearly rod-shaped. Here's another one. The airplane's clear, so that UFO's clear, and again, a rod-shaped UFO. That's certainly no insect. It's no bird. I've been doing this a couple of years, and I can tell the difference. I mean, I just honestly can. So there's another one. The airplane's clear, so that's a good depiction of the UFO there as well. You know, rod or cigar or whatever you want to call it. Now there, the airplane's blurry, so you can see how it stretched out the image of the UFO. And I'll do a couple of blow-ups here. So in this one, you look real carefully. You can see a little winglet on the UFO, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. And there's another one where it's a fairly clear image of that UFO. So what it is, I don't know, but it's certainly interesting. You know, here's another video. Now this one, the UFOs are rod-shaped, but they're white instead of black, and they're smaller. So they're harder to see in this one, and I'm going to show it at the normal speed, and then I'll slow it down, and we'll point out these. I think there's 3 or 4 of them during this, and I'm just going to let it run here. And if you don't catch them during the normal speed, when it's slowed down, I'll mention them when I see them. Watch upper left, and they tend to travel from the upper left to the lower right, and usually cross right behind the airplane. And pardon the shaky image. What I'm doing here is, okay, here it is in slow motion, so we'll watch for them as we do this. I'm doing these by hand. I carry a digital camera with me when I travel for work or just traveling on my own. And if I see chemtrail planes that look interesting, I'll stop and video them. And if people are wondering, well, how do you capture all these UFOs? It must be fake or something. The trick to this is time. What I don't show you is the thousands and thousands of videos that don't have anything in them. If you put in the time and you do the work, you will find them yourself. I guarantee it. All you have to do is find some clear sky. There's a UFO going left to right. You see the little white rod-shaped UFO just traveled across. Now, if you don't see all these, you can always back the video up and look for them on your own. But we're just going to try to keep the video short. I know I've gotten feedback. People say, hey, try to make them 5 minutes long, not 15 or 20. So I'm always trying to keep them under 10, and I'm shooting for closer to 5 to 6 minutes. By the way, as we're watching this slow motion, I just want to mention these little rod-shaped UFOs. There's an interesting researcher in Mexico. I don't remember the guy's name, but he's done a lot of studies around a cave in Mexico, and he's got great video of an actual, what he's calling a biological specimen, a living animal. There goes another UFO just under the airplane there. This guy's got video, and he believes these rod-shaped UFOs are actually creatures that we've just not identified yet. And it's very fascinating. If you have the time, you might want to go look at his YouTube page or his research page on the internet. I don't know what these are. All I know is what I see, and I try to keep an open mind about all things, so I don't go into this with preconceived notions what they are. But I also don't rule out UFOs as bugs or birds just because there's no such thing as UFOs. I keep an open mind. So I say, let the videos and the images tell us what we're seeing. Don't try to set the agenda to what you want it to be. And I'd encourage others to do that as well. You know, there goes one right there. It's following the contrail down from left to right. So I hope that others will copy what I'm doing and just get out there and look for yourself. The evidence is up there. If you'll just put in the time, put in the effort to see it. I have a telescope, I have a couple of good digital cameras, and I have a night vision camera, and I use them all. So we'll wrap up by looking at this one image. That's the one I told you. You can see the little winglet on that rod-shaped UFO, and that's the focus of that guy in Mexico, is studying those. So you might want to take a look. He's got some great work there. But I'd encourage everyone here. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I try to share everything I find, all different formats, and just ask one thing in return: like, subscribe, and keep watching the skies.